Hey guys, what's going on? I have a mail day package from Greek Freak 34 Cards, and he's also known as Bucks Cards 34. I'll link his channel, his YouTube channel, and also his Instagram channel if you want to check out what he has. He actually recently just got a Magic Johnson autograph, which I'm super jealous about, but it's a pretty sweet card. So you can check that out on his Instagram. And then I'll link, like I said, his YouTube channel. You can check out some of his videos there. I think he still has videos up. I'm not 100% sure, but he should. So anyways, I got a mail day from him. This is kind of, like I said, the 1,500 subscriber mail day video, what I wanted to do. So I got one from him, and then I also have a 3-point box. So I'll open his first. It should be basketball cards that he sent, but like I told everybody, just send whatever you want if you want to shout out your channel. So this will be a good example of like what you want to do for like a shout out to shout out your channel. And like I said, even for Instagram, like if you have an Instagram you want to shout out to, just do that. So anyways, I'll read what he wrote, and then I'll go through the cards, and then I'll open the 3-point box. So anyways, it says, thanks bro for all you've done, love this channel, Greek Freak 34 Cards. So that was pretty awesome, so I'll definitely keep that. And like I said, if you ever want to send anything, is just to shout out your channel, just go ahead, you know, it'll help you guys out if you're still getting started. So I told him too that I like a lot of 90s players, because I grew up watching basketball in the 90s. So like I can tell already, it'll be a nice collection of 90s players. Like, I mean, I was always a Bulls Jordan fan, but still, anything looking back from the 90s is pretty awesome. Like, it was a different type of style, as people say. Like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and even now, the style of basketball has changed. And I don't know, it was just a little bit more like, I think it was like more skill based back then. Now I think it's more like psychologically based gaming, you know, or basketball gaming, or whatever. Like back then, I know Reggie Miller, funny enough, he was good at psychology also, but they were all pretty talented back then. Now it's kind of like talent. Some people have talent, some people just know how to work the game in their favor. So anyways, Reggie Miller, another Reggie Miller. Another Reggie Miller. I thought that was against the Knicks. I thought that was like the historic, you know, against the Knicks. And I love, like I said, the cards from the 90s, how they had the stats for every season and even their college. Pippen, who I love. More Scottie Pippen. Russell Westbrook. Reggie Miller. I love all the Reggie Miller cards because I'm a big 3-point fan of the 3-point shot. Scottie Pippen. Iverson. Everybody's a huge fan of Iverson. Like I said, the style of game changed every decade, and his style definitely helped change the game in the 2000s. Karl Malone. John Stockton. Fortunate for them, they had to play the Bulls twice. Well, I think, did they play them twice, or was it the Sonics in the 90s? So they didn't have a chance of winning against Jordan. Dikembe Mutombo, Al Horford, Rudy Gay, more Scottie Pippen. So these are some awesome cards. Like I said, I love the Bulls. Kawhi Leonard for the Spurs. More Scottie Pippen. And David Robinson. Like I told him, like in the 90s, I was a big Spurs and Bulls fan, and Pippen on the Rockets. So those are pretty awesome. I'll have to go through them and read the backs of them afterwards, because like I said, I love the cards in the 80s and 90s. They put all the stats on the back and everything like that. David Robinson was a huge player in the 90s. So like I said, shout out to him, Greek Freak 34 Cards, or Bucks Cards 34. I'll have to link his channel in there. So it's pretty awesome. Even when I play like NBA 2K and NBA Live, I always love playing as a team from the 90s. Dream Team was pretty big. I loved the Dream Team back then. They should have more like TV specials about the Dream Team. I think there's really only one. So anyways, if you're new to this, you get one autograph, one mem card. It's about $15 only at Target. One hobby pack plus 3 retail packs. So I've been doing really good. I'll try to link those videos in here also. I'll try and link those videos because I actually did really well with those. A really thick Panini Threads. Hopefully there's something in there and not just a decoy. Like I said, for me, this is probably the best pack in these cards is the 90s stuff. The unfortunate thing, the complete is usually like a dollar store pack, not even worth like $1. This one's the hobby, so I'll save that for last. I'll do the hobby. I'll do the hobby, then I'll do the dollar store complete, then I'll do the 90s, then I'll do Threads, because it's really thick. I'm probably going to like jinx myself, but hopefully there's something in there. Isaiah Cannon, Rudy Gobert, AJ Hammond, home Jimmy Butler, and a gray Steph Curry, so that's got to be worth something. So that's always good to have a gray of Steph Curry. That'll almost probably make up for some money from the packs. So I'll do the 90s. There were some good cards in here, but they stick together, so they're basically ruined in the last couple packs that I've opened of this. So it kind of is a bummer, but it's still fun to see who you get from the 90s. Or hopefully it's a good pack and they're not all stuck together. I don't even know where to start. Here's a good one. George Murison, and I guess he wore 77 because he was 7'7", I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that's probably why he wore 77. Yeah, 7'7". His second round pick. That's crazy. Nowadays, if somebody's 7'7", I'm sure they're going in the first round. Even as bad as you are, they're probably gonna go in the first round. I don't even know what that says. Poplawski, Michael Poplawski. Randy White. Patrick Ewing. Tyrone Hill. I remember, funny enough, I won a fantasy year, first place, championship. With him, I believe, gave me one block that I needed, and that one block gave me the championship. It went down to the last game in the finals, and I won the blocks category by one block, I think because of him, if I'm not mistaken. Armin Gillian, Byron Russell, Walter Bond, Joe Dumars, and there's two together, I think. Luther Wright, Detlef Schrempf, and another Randy White, unless I never put that down. So like I said, I'll do this. I mean, I'm sure it's just going to be a decoy, probably. Yep, it looks like it is. Al-Farouq Amino, Drew Holiday, Myers Leonard, Festus Ezeli. These are old, just in case I didn't mention it, 2015-16 Threads. I can tell because he's still on the team back then. Zach LaVine, Will Barton, and of course the decoy. I don't know why it's not focusing. Oscar Robertson, Marcus Smart, Paul Pierce, Rudy Gay. So, as I thought it was going to be a decoy, but I've hit extra autographs and jersey cards in there, so doesn't surprise me that it's a decoy, but it is possible to get other hits. Blake Griffin, Tim Hardaway, Rondo, Prestigious Pioneers, Pete Maravich, Wesley Matthews, Joe Johnson, Terrence Ross, and Marcus Morris. So far nothing great. I guess the best card is the gray parallel of Steph Curry from these packs. Actually, it's funny. The best cards are the cards I got from Greek Freak, funny enough. So I will do the jersey card first, who I'm not familiar with, so I'll have to do some research. Jerome Moiso. And like I said, even if you get these and they didn't turn out well in the NBA, you can get like a good college team like UCLA. Let me see how many points he averaged. 10 and 13. And depending if he's on a championship team that year, this can actually be worth something. Somebody who loved the UCLA Bruins in the early or late 90s, actually late 90s, early 2000s, might really want this card. Maybe there's not many of him out there. And other thing, it's a Celtics jersey. Celtics stuff is always worth a lot more for your collection, or if you want to sell it. Just some stuff to look for when you're buying the 3-point boxes. Like, don't. That's the thing, people. If it's, as I said this in multiple videos, if it's not like a LeBron James or Russell Westbrook jersey, people think these boxes are like a waste of money or a flop. But there's other stuff you can look at. I mean, you can do some research and see what the UCLA team did back then. And plus, like I said, it's the Celtics. And for the autograph, Josh Harrelson for the Knicks. And this one, like they said, the newer ones, they don't tell you what team he played on and stuff like that. And plus, this is a rookie card, so that's another thing to think of too. It's a rookie flair. Because somebody pointed out in one of my other boxes that it was a Duke player, and then I think I redid some research. They won a championship that year, so like automatically think, oh, it's a Duke player that didn't make it to the NBA, and that it made it to NBA but got cut or whatever. But then you got to look at the Duke side of it, the college value. That somebody who's a big college fan, and especially a Duke fan, would probably want to buy that card or trade for it or something like that. So it's definitely something to look forward to. So anyways, Josh Harrelson, this is the same thing. Like just looking at it's a Knicks. There's a lot of Knicks players. You got to look at what team he played for, which I don't know off the top of my head. But he might have been pretty decent in college. It's not a rookie card, but you got to find out like what team he played for in college and how he did. I'm sure he didn't do too well in the NBA, but you can always look it up and see how he did. So anyways, these aren't that bad. I mean, it's not big names, but like I said, to get a UCLA Bruin is pretty awesome. It's a Celtics card. And then the autograph's the Knicks card. And then, like I said, the packs are just bonus. Like, if you get a bonus hit in there, that's pretty awesome. I've gotten a lot of bonus hits in the past. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'll link Greek Freak's channel. You can check it out. And his Instagram, you can check it out there. He has a lot of cards that he puts up there. Honestly, he has a better collection than I do. But he definitely has a lot more than I do. We talk about cards all the time, and he definitely, I believe, especially the Magic Johnson autograph, definitely has a better collection than me. So you'll have to check out his cards. All right, I'll see you guys later.